Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. I'm Ronnie the Stylist with Stay Press MKE, and this is our Master Lock Class video demo. I'll be walking you through how I teach my lock class in case you're interested in joining it. This here is our kit. You will receive a kit full of everything you need to start and finish the style, from cleaning all the way down to styling. I will show you how to use all the tools inside of the kit, along with doing demonstrations on a mannequin and working on a live person. You will be able to get hands-on experience and practice. You will also receive a certificate upon completion of the class. First off, I'm going to start by demoing how to shampoo and condition the client's hair. You always want to start with warm water, and you want to make sure you target the buildup areas. This is why it's important to do a consultation and a scalp check before you start to even shampoo the client's hair and bring them to the shampoo bowl. So knowing where your problem areas are helps you in the shampoo bowl, so you know what areas to get. As I am shampooing, I'm letting my student know all the tips and tricks that she needs to know to best serve her client. Letting her know to make sure to always wash the back, shampoo the back of the scalp and head, and make sure she lifts up the head to reach those areas. Making sure you squeeze the water and the shampoo deep into the locks to get that dirt that's deep inside the locks. When you're rinsing, you want to make sure you rinse all of the shampoo out of the client's hair so that there's no leftover residue. You also should be conditioning locks. A lot of people might think you don't have to because they're locks, but it still gives moisture back into the hair after you've stripped it with clarifying shampoo. So you always want to add moisture back into the hair, and then you can rinse with cool water, which locks in the moisture that you just put back in the hair with the conditioner. Always make sure you're rinsing thoroughly and you're checking, you're moving the hair around, looking to make sure there is nothing left in the scalp. There's no dirt buildup or residue buildup. And make sure you get every area. A lot of times you can't see on other sides, so it's good to always double check. When you start your retwist, you always want to make sure that you know what style your client wants and what kind of retwist they want. There's so many different ways to retwist in the traditional coil method. There's palm rolling, there's interlocking, and I teach all of those methods as well to my students. This client, she traditionally gets the coil method, so I'm going to show my client how to part the hair so that you don't break or get any pulling and tugging, so the integrity of the hair stays intact. I'm going to show my client the right amount of product to use with the type of hair that my client has. These things will all help her when she's out on her own, taking her own clients. Here you can see my client doing the coil method, and I also taught her how to wrap the hair around so there's no frizzy or flyaway hairs. You can either wrap it around or you can do locksmithing. I feel like she took to the wrapping around method better than locksmithing, but she actually caught on really good, which is really good. One thing that comes with practice is your speed and how well you can quickly move. That comes with practice and time. Once we got the retwist all finished, and I did help her just to save a little time, we get down to styling. Now, styling is the most creative part of it because this is where you can let your art show. My client wanted 2 petal buns with a couple locks hanging down in the face and in the back. So that is what I'm going to demonstrate for my client and my student. I also taught my student how to do barrel twists and regular 2-strand twists. You can always ask your client what they want. Always have some styles handy beforehand. Petal buns are pretty easy to do. All you do is you make sure when you're putting in the ponytail, you have it in position where you want it to before adding the rubber band. And to make sure when you're grabbing the locks, you're twisting them in the way that you retwisted them so they remain nice and tight. And your ponytail, the locks inside the ponytail doesn't look loose or sloppy. You want to make sure you lay them down in a way that looks good and appeasing to the eyes. Once you got your ponytail in, finishing the petal bun is pretty much straightforward. And I'm sorry, I did not notice my student had her back right in front of the camera. But I'm going to try to show you this as best as possible with what footage I have. But once I put the rubber band in, I'm basically going to take 1 lock from the ponytail and loop it and make it look as if it's a petal. And then I'm just going to put a rubber band around that part. You'll be able to see better in the video once I do it. Here, my student had started having a little trouble with 2-strand twist. Now, when you're twisting, you have to twist both locks in the same direction that they are twisted, and then twist them upon each other. It sounds very confusing, and maybe I'll upload a video of that separately. But here I'm just trying to break down to my student how to properly do it. so that it stays. And I want her to do it, so I'm having her do it as I talk through it the best that I possibly could. So don't feel as if you're not going to be able to get something, because I would try my best to try to help you understand it before you leave. And here should be a better view of me doing the petal bun. So I'm just gonna loop the lock, and then I'm gonna put the rubber band around the bottom of it. And then I'm gonna do this in alternating directions so that the bun looks full and it doesn't look too small or anything like that. I want it to be, spaced out and look full. I'm also going to take a couple locks together just to spice it up a bit. And then some of the smaller hanging locks I'll let just hang in between because they're too small to loop around. This gives it that fullness as well. Now, as we're just about finished with styling, I'm going to teach my client how to educate her clients when she starts taking clients, how to educate them for at-home care, what you should be doing at home for your locks to help maintain them and keep them nice and healthy. This is one of the big pluses because it helps a stylist maintain your hair even better. It helps us help you help us. Here I'm just gonna have my student take some pictures of her work that we did together, and then we're gonna wrap everything up. I do always oil, and I provide oil in the kits as well. So everything you would need will be provided in the kit, and you will have hands-on experience to work and to ask whatever questions that you want to ask. If you do have your own model that you want to bring in to try styles of your own, we can also do that as well. I also do have a mannequin head where we can practice instant locking and lock extensions as well. So there are so many different things to learn when it comes to mastering locks, and this is a ongoing learning experience. So never stop learning, never stop furthering your knowledge, so that you can be able to help your clients and service them in whatever way that they need. This is just up close of the finished style. We did 2 petal buns with a couple locks hanging. And I made sure I oiled her scalp. Thanks for watching, and if you are interested in taking this master lock class, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram as Stay Pressed MKE. Thanks for watching, and tune in to our next video. Bye.